Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest VI. Last time, we made friends with a little nightingale here who belongs to Cassima and let her know that we are here. So, now what do we do? Well, we still need to figure out what's going on all the islands, why there's all this drama going on. So we want to go back to the Isle of Wonder.
Alexander pulls out his... Alexander...
And let's go back here first. There's something new here. Hello, snapdragons.
Those snapdragons don't like Alexander getting so close.
They can actually hurt him, can they?
Those snapdragons... Alexander approaches the snapdragons. Those unfriendly snapdragons don't want Alexander anywhere near them.
I don't think they can actually hurt you, so oh well. Anyway, if we look over here on the chair...
A delicate china teacup is occupying the chair at the moment.
That's new.
Alexander takes the teacup.
And there's still the case of this hole in the wall. Now, it's guarded by these wallflowers. Try to get close.
Zounds! Those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir.
Maybe a little bit of music will help ease the tension.
May I have this dance?
Oh, my!
Alexander stops playing the flute, but the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance, caught up in the music and oblivious to everything around them.
Alright, look at that. So, let's grab the hole in the wall while we can.
While the wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
Now we have a hole in our pocket.
The hole in the wall has 4 legs and a curly tail. He's all limbs with only a hole for a body. But that doesn't make him any less whole. The hole in the wall squirms slightly in Alexander's palm.
So that would be weird to have that in your palm, because then you'd be looking through your palm.
A bit of the wallflower's shyness seems to have rubbed off on the hole in the wall, for he remains mute.
Alright, alright. Well, how about the babies here?
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Goo gaga!
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet. Alexander doesn't want to pick the baby's tears. They may not be done growing.
Wasn't there something here? See, cup of swamp ooze, root 6 water. Few drops of salt water not from the sea. I think we can get that right now, or maybe not. I'm gonna wait for that because I want to get some swamp ooze, and we're right next to a swamp, aren't we? Alright, let's get a cup of swamp ooze.
What? What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. I was just getting some swamp ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp sludge!
Oh, well.
He's right, you know. But he could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a mere bump on a log.
Okay. Can I talk to you now?
Perhaps you could toss me some swamp ooze, since you seem to be able to recognize it. I can only reach this bit by the path.
Well, hoity-toity, look who's Mr. Wants So Much! You think I got a job here passing around precious swamp matter? You should be so lucky!
He's an utter waste of oxygen. I'd save my breath if I were you.
What do you have to say?
Who are you?
I'm Bump on a Log, and that's my brother, Stick in the Mud. We've had this thing about each other ever since our childhood. Mom always liked me best.
She did not! That is absolutely not true!
He's a bit lazy, you see. He's got the only swamp ooze in the swamp right next to him. But do you think he'd move a finger to help you get some? Hardly. He'd try to brain you with it more than likely. His temper's about the only thing that ever gets a workout, and that on yours truly.
Oh, like you've moved at all in the last century! Like you're Mr. Physical Activity!
Just because I can't reach anything, he thinks he can throw gushy swamp matter at me and just say whatever he likes. If only I could turn the tables on that heckler, he might learn some respect. But as you can see, I'm a mere bump on a log and must be content with my lot.
Oh, shut up! You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn even if you had something to throw! Just shut up!
You see how he is?
Poor Bump on a Log. By the way, don't just love the voice actors in this game.
Is there anything I can do to make peace between you two? You are brothers, after all.
He needs a good thrashing, I expect. However, since you cannot go into the swamp, nor can I fight back, he will simply have to be born. Such is the life of a bump on a log.
Let's give him a means of fighting back. What's a good thing to throw? A rotten tomato.
There's no reason to leave that lying about in a log.
Hey. There we go.
I thought this might come in handy the next time your brother starts picking on you.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the Log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey, hey! What are you doing there? Watch the pulp, would you?
Now, Bumpy, remember all I've given you! The only thing you've ever given me is mud. Take this!
And Bump on a Log...
No! Not into the swamp!
Bump on a Log has arms, apparently. Check it out. Ooh, nice.
Hey, okay, I give up. Geez, sorry.
Well, I guess it's not very pleasant having things thrown at you. I'm sorry.
You mean it? Really? Brother?
Brother!
Stick in the Mud and Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
And they all just sleep for the rest of the game. I can't talk to Rotten Tomato anymore.
How are you finding your new surroundings, Mr. Tomato?
Can't you see I'm snoozing? All right, you done good. Now, go play in the street or something. Yeah.
Alright, so we now have some swamp slime.
Alexander fills the teacup with the swamp ooze.
Or swamp ooze, sorry. That's what we needed. Alright. So now let's... Oh wait. Go back to the Isle of the Crown. Now we used our flute.
Alexander pulls... Alexander feels a...
Alright, let's go back to the pawn shop.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
What's up, bro? Alright, here you go.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Alright, this time we want this thing.
Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
Alright.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Sounds good. And there's a quick thing I want to do. Most people don't even know you can do this, and I forgot how I discovered it, but remember that wall that is over in this direction?
A group of
Oh.
serving women approach the castle.
Hurry up, girls. There's plenty of work afoot today. No time to dawdle.
Yes, Sergeant Gruff.
Interesting. So the serpent girls can get into there just
It's
fine.
well that they're here, Wolf. Cook is about driven himself mad, I hear, worrying over the wedding preparations.
Aye, whoa! What a celebration there will be today! Wine will flow like a river of red!
Okay. So remember that for later. Let's check out what's going on in the castle. Maybe we can get a hint here.
Alexander puts the hole in the wall on the side wall
This
of
is
the
completely optional, but it's interesting.
castle. Alexander looks through the hole in the wall. Alexander can see what looks like a hallway in the basement of the castle. It must lie just on the other side of this wall. Alexander can see what looks like
Oh, okay. So we can't really see much. Oh, hello.
The castle hallways are patrolled by guard dogs. Great. Maybe Alexander is better off out here after all.
So this is all relevant to what we're gonna have to do if we're gonna want to rescue Cassima. There are hallways that seem to have lots of doors and guards.
Alexander removes the hole in the wall from the wall.
Alright. So now we're going to do something interesting. We are going to take down the copy protection puzzle of the game. And in fact, I should probably pull out the manual right now, so hold on. Okay, so I have it right here. There's a certain page that I'll show you in a bit when it becomes relevant. Oh, I don't want to do that yet.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And let's go back to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. We haven't been able to do much there
Alexander
yet.
feels a strange pulling.
And let's look at this writing
There
here.
appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates. Okay, that doesn't tell us much. But we do need to get up. And if you click on it, you'll find that you can actually press in a letter for each word. You can R-I-S-E.
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs.
Rise.
Alexander stares with wonder. That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed it is a welcome.
Alright, so let's save the game now.
The steps cannot be moved any further backwards or forwards.
Alright. Let's just go on up. It kind of reminds me of that big old tree you gotta climb in Monkey Island 2. Except luckily none of these are gonna break on us.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, and that gets annoying. Sometimes if you don't click just right, he'll say, whoa, wait a minute, and do that weird little...
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There we go. You have to click a little bit to the right of it, sort of like so the left leg is on it.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Oh, what the heck? This is where the copyright protection comes in. These symbols, each one correlates to a different letter. And we have to spell something out. Now, hold on a second while I figure this out. Okay, so somewhere in the manual, I didn't take too much time to try to look for it, but it says this sentence says, a master of languages will soar, S-O-A-R. But unfortunately, we need to look in the manual to get the letters to see what means what. So we need this little doodle bob here. This guy here. No, wait, no, not this guy. Uh-oh. I think I did bad.
Nothing happens.
Did it out of
Alexander
order. Okay. Let's try that again. So this guy here, then this guy here, and then this one, and finally this
The
one.
stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
To make sure you don't fall, it's a good idea to save again. And if you click off too much,
Tickets up. Next.
That wasn't a very logical step.
see, I don't know if I mentioned it, but these are called the Cliffs of Logic. So you need to
Whoa, wait.
solve these puzzles
Whoa.
logically.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
I think you has to wait for him to stop dancing on the
Whoa.
step. Oh, come on! Yeah, this would be a
Whoa,
kind of
wait.
intimidating.
Whoa.
Alright, so next up...
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Well, there are 4 dots, so hold on, let me check something out. Okay, so it tells you in the manual this riddle for this one. It says, 4 men standing in a row, third from the left and down you go. The rest in order move you on, the youngest, the oldest, and the second son. So I believe...
Alexander gets the feeling that was the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
Oops!
Tickets up. Next.
What a riddle. Stones of stealth. Find a guide to keep your health.
So it's telling you to look at the manual. Alright, so it says third from the left and down you go, and that's why I fell. So it says we need to do youngest, oldest, and second son. So if we're seeing these as 4 sons, the one at last will have been born last, therefore is the youngest. And the one born first.
The stone
Second.
beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
And I'll meet you up there. So let's take a look at this now.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
The Sacred Four. So along with the symbols, they aren't just letters, but they also have different meanings to them. They have colors and animals associated with them. And if you look closely in the manual, you find that the Sacred Four... Actually, let me take another look. Okay, so let's see. It's going to be Azure, Caterpillar, Tranquility. Where are you? So it means a color, an animal, and like a state of being, I guess. Where is Tranquility? Tranquility. Oh, here we go. Tranquility is this one, and then air. Is going to be... Where is it? This one.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Once again, I will meet you up there. Alright, last one.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
And this actually pretty much tells you straight out in the manual. So the first challenge, it tells you only those pure of heart will be able to rise the cliffs of logic, and it has rise in capital letters. That was obvious. And this was just as obvious. The fifth challenge, only those of the highest order may ascend the cliffs of logic. So, ascend.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
So, for the last time, I will meet you once we get to the top. And here we are!
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight.
Oh, really?
You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush. See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
Well, can we trust that old lady with the obvious glowing eyes? And what will we find here on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain? Well, you're just going to find out next time on Let's Play King's Quest VI. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.